Hello, everybody. Good morning. First off, I just wanted to say thank you for all the kind wishes and everything. Last night, for me, I've actually been fighting this thing for a while, and my family, we took a trip to a tiny house over the weekend up in the mountains, and I just came home just back where I was a week ago. So I really greatly appreciate. Good morning, Cynthia. You and all the well wishes. I am Cynthia. I wouldn't say that I'm feeling a ton better, but I have a lot more energy and I'm a lot stronger in the morning. So I really felt like it would serve everybody best if I just moved it. So I just really appreciate your flexibility. So excuse me with that. Today, it was really important to me. I could have just completely skipped this week, right? But I really wanted to bring you guys something that I think is so important, so crucial for this time of year. And I speak hopefully not just for myself, but for many of you out there. And that is boundaries, healthy boundaries. I think you hear a lot of people these days talk about self-care, which is very, very important. But I think there's a lot of misconceptions about self-care. Yes, self-care can mean getting your nails done and getting a massage, but it really also has a lot to do with listening to yourself, honoring how you feel about a situation, resting when you need to rest, and setting up healthy boundaries around yourself and for other people. So that's what this meditation is going to be about today. So I'm really glad you're here and you're joining me. I did make some notes just because I am not all totally with it. So I may refer to them a little bit just to make sure that I touch on everything that I really wanted to in this meditation. So let's go ahead and begin and just go ahead and dig into this. So find yourself a comfortable seat, preferably sitting up either in a chair or cross-legged on the floor. The most important thing is a straight spine. So if that means you need to lie down, if that's really the most comfortable thing for you, that's totally fine. You really just want to feel like you can breathe and just settle in and not have a lot of distractions. So please find that place for you and close your eyes. And we're just going to start to breathe together here. And sometimes it's helpful, especially if you're newer to meditation, to count while you're breathing. It sort of takes you out of the outer world and the to-do list and the thoughts and gets you really more focused on your breath. So if that's helpful, what I recommend is something called 5-point breathing, which is just breathing in to the count of 5, holding for the count of 5, exhaling to the count of 5, and then holding again for that count of 5. So if that's helpful for you, then please, feel free to incorporate that into your practice to help you get centered, to help you just ease into this moment, into this space. And as you ease in further here, feeling that breath, chasing it all the way in. watching it go all the way out. Just continue riding the breath. Just letting your breath breathe you. Feeling like it's giving you just an internal massage. Our breath is the most powerful tool we have to find ourselves, to center ourselves, and to relax at any time. Just continuing that deep conscious breathing for a few more breaths. Oops, sorry. Beginning to tap into that place of stillness as the outer world moves further and further away with each breath. Knowing that everything out there and the whirlwind of the holidays, it will all be here for you when we're finished. But for now, we're just going to set it aside as we take a deep dive into these boundaries, what it means, what it can look like, and how it can feel. And as we begin, I just invite you to do just a quick, simple body scan. Starting with the top of your head and working your way down to the tips of your toes. Just breathing into each place as you send your awareness down the length of your body. This is just a great way to check in with yourself. There's so much our body can tell us about how we're feeling. So just taking that moment now to do a quick scan on your own, just breathing awareness into your head, neck, shoulders, arms, just noticing any places that need to let go and release. Perhaps they're holding some tension. Unclench your face, your jaw. Moving your awareness into your upper back and chest. Into your belly, feeling it soften. Into your hips, upper thighs, just feeling them settle in that much more. Into your knees, calves, shins. Into your ankles and your feet. Just relaxing here now. Be here now. And if there are any places that are a little tense or painful, just taking a moment to just breathe into those places and see if you can't get them to just kind of soften and release. And I invite you to say these words to yourself in this moment that's so filled on either side with the busyness of this time of year. But this time is just for me, no one else, nothing else. Breathing that in. What comes up for you when you say these words? How does it feel in the midst of everything that's going on this time of year to take this break? Examine it. Look at it. Look at it gently with curiosity, like a baby examines a new texture for the first time. Some of us feel guilt when we say things like, this time is for me, just me. Some of us may feel resentment. Some of us may ease right on in. Good for you. But when we say powerful words like this to ourselves, and we can watch as things arise from that, it gives us a really good insight into really how we feel about setting boundaries, how we feel about putting ourselves first. Breathe in, and I invite you to say to yourself, nothing at all. Nothing at all for me in this moment except right here and now. For me, for myself. What is the benefit for me right now of doing nothing at all? Again, just feeling those words, nothing at all. Right now, in this time of year, how does that make you feel? Can you allow yourself to do nothing at all in this moment? Just again, noticing if there's discomfort in that, or if it feels like a soft, inviting pillow. These are the places, and these feelings are a mirror of how we really and truly feel about ourselves, about boundaries, about self-care. I invite you to do nothing at all. No shoulds live here. This place is absent from to-do lists and expectations. I invite you to put yourself in a bubble of being. Breathe that in. Your bubble, your boundary of being. Just for now. Hopefully you're noticing that it's getting a little bit easier. Sitting in your bubble of being. I invite you now to recall either a time in the past or maybe a story that maybe you're telling yourselves about a future encounter, perhaps through the holiday season, where you will be with a family member, a loved one, who may have manipulated you, guilted you, or they're going to. And just bring their face to your mind's eye in this moment. Or if it's easier for you to imagine, just maybe you're standing in front of them in their house or yours. Imagine from this relaxed bubble of being that you told them calmly, honestly, from the truth of your being, what you want, who you are, and how you feel. See yourself standing in your truth, standing your ground, letting any guilt just wash away, knowing that it's not a no to them, it's just a yes for you. And just breathe into that place of truth. Noticing what type of feelings are coming up. And just breathing in. If emotions start to get tense or rise, just breathing in peace. And letting go of any emotions that aren't serving you. And now I invite you to imagine their response as you stand in your truth. Anger, perhaps a guilt trip, whatever they've ever even said in the past or what you predict they are going to say in this future moment. As you sit in your bubble of truth, I want you to imagine that these words, these emotions that are coming from this other person are just like waves in the ocean. And they come to you. You see them. They go through you. You acknowledge them. And then they come out the other side, intact, and just gently go on by away from you. They don't stop with you. You don't take them all the way in and make them your own. You see them for what they are as they wash through you and go by, as you sit in your bubble of truth. Calmly, beautifully, peacefully, lovingly. How does it feel to stand in your truth? Only making promises to yourself and to others that you intend to keep and that you want to keep. Feel that feeling when you do what is right for you. Feel that trust within, that strength, that calm center. I invite you to say to yourself, I hear myself, and I no longer abandon myself. In response to others' negativity. I hear myself, I honor myself, and I trust myself. In my bubble of being. And I invite you, if you have other people or situations where you want to repeat this, you can repeat this as many times as you need to for different situations, for different people, to honor your boundaries, honor yourself. Knowing that to be still and to connect, you will know you can trust yourself from within. Taking a few more deep breaths. Breathing in peace and letting go of any emotions, maybe emotionally charged parts of this situation, just that don't serve you, that no longer serve you. Breathing in trust. Trust that you know what's best for yourself. And letting go of anything that's no longer serving you. Breathing in love love for yourself, love for everyone around you, knowing that if you trust and honor yourself and your truth, that love extends out to all. And just breathing out any fears or doubts. I invite you to repeat this process as many times as you need to. Knowing that setting these healthy boundaries and living in this bubble of being and honoring other feelings, but not internalizing them, is so powerful. Self-trust and self-love brings so much peace. Taking just a few more deep breaths as we bring this meditation to a close. Just maybe putting your hands over your heart and just feeling this strong, beautiful, loving being. And with that, I invite you to bring yourself back into the room, back into your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers or toes. Just start to stretch and find this space and time. I promised you we'd be back. Back to deal with the rest of what comes over the next week or two. Knowing that this bubble of being is always available to you. And you can open your eyes. And I just wanted to say thank you all for being here. Thank you for being flexible with me and letting me honor myself and trusting that my body knew what was best for me. And I hope you all have an amazing holiday season. And I will see you back here next Sunday evening. And we're going to do something around energy and bringing energy back after having so much go out over the last, month or so. And anyways, I thank you all again. And thank you for showing up for yourselves. You take care.